Hey everyone, I am redoing my video for the railroad papers because I didn't like the other video. And so I got these papers on eBay. They were a very good deal. I'm sure I have at least 500 documents. A lot of them are similar, but none are exactly the same. They are completely original. I will say they do have an odor. So if you get them, if you go on eBay and you buy some, you're going to want to do something to air them out. Or I've been told activated charcoal packets work for removing odors. I haven't tried it yet, but I will be. But I got to go to Dollarama to get some of those. So anyway, let's take a look at some of these papers. So I have some here. These are from 1950s typewritten papers. They talk about accidents at the railroad yard. These are for the Mobile and Ohio Railroad Company, 1953. And it talks about what happened. Let's see, somebody had bruised the heel on their left foot and went to the doctor. And this folds out. So a lot of the documents are actually pretty long. And that being said, they're law documents. So they're all legal bits and pieces. Some have handwriting on them. They're stamped. So they're pretty cool. A lot of these, unless I get these odors out, will not be for sale, but they'll be scanned. And I will have them available on my Etsy shop because I think they're just fascinating. And, a lot of people love old railroad anything, documents and uniforms and all that kind of stuff. So looking at this is another accident report. This one, somebody was knocked off the car to the ground. Ouch. That had to hurt. So, let's see here. This gentleman fell and landed on his wrist and got 2 days of disability pay. Some old string. I like that. So these are more documents. We have, again, more accidents. Seem to be a lot of accidents. So we have a left knee fractured, left arm fractured, laceration on forehead, right leg severed just below the knee. Oh dear. So it seems like there was somebody who was actually hit by a train. They were trespassing in the yard, and there was a train coming, and they saw that he was there. They tried to brake in time, but didn't brake completely. So that's not nice. That's a sad thing to see. All of these, this particular pile looks like all medical reports. Then we have these little documents, kind of like a receipt. Mobile and Ohio Railroad Company. Tuscaloosa County. Tuscola County. So it looks like the hours worked by somebody named W.H. something. Can't read that. So more accident reports. These are pretty shocking. So how do you like that? Oh, yeah. And some of the type on these is a little blurry because back in the day, that's just what happened. They're old papers. Some are printed on onion paper or vellum. So it's all pretty fascinating. These are all medical reports. So I'll scooch this over. And like I said, they do have an odor, unfortunately. And I don't even remember if the seller mentioned that they have an odor. I think they did. But not, I think they said they have a slight odor, but no. Well, putting this into the right context would be they kind of stink to high heaven. But you can't find them anywhere. And they're all one of a kind. So they're worth getting and trying to, remove the odors. These here I have papers from, let's see, this is 1936. And these have to do with robberies of cars. And so a lot of things that people stole were food and coal. And the coal cars were open, so anyone could walk up with a horse and buggy and shovel a bunch of coal into their buggy. But these lists talk about robberies, and they're pretty cool. They're all typed out. 6 out of 98-pound sacks of flour short. What else do people steal? Coal here. It doesn't say. There was 2,200 pounds short. Cigarettes. Cigarettes were also a popular thieving item. So these show what was stolen, when, how much, and the value for the insurance company, because the insurance company paid these. So these were all insurance claims. Here's a robbery, $79.24. Cheese stolen from a car at Mobile. That would have been Alabama, I believe. And it's got like that ledger kind of like a ledger kind of a list. These are robbery letters and insurance claims. So we have a bunch of these in here. I find it really fascinating. Life was very complicated. And it still is, but it was worse in the 30s. So here it's 1933, and they're missing food. Meat and eggs. And what else are they missing? Snuff. That seems about it on that one. So those are all kind of basically the same as well. These are all for robberies, but the coolest papers, everything's naturally aged. This one's a nice one. Nice and brown, crinkled around the edges, has that sort of patina on it. I don't know why the other pages didn't do that, but they're probably sitting in the sun maybe on a desk. So, sacks of flour, lots of coal robberies. I mean, that's what people did. Knocked off those trains. And so there's some of that, and then I'll open this one more pack just to take a look at it. Oh, it's upside down. Also, the papers are brittle, just so you know, but that's normal with old paper. What is this one? This was a theft with the names of the people who committed the theft, reported by somebody else. And here's a witness certificate. So these are pretty cool. They've got information when the witnesses go to court to testify. They get a certificate. I think they get paid. In the back, I love, they have, look at that, ledgers. So that's pretty neat. And there's a lot of those. So I'll probably just copy one, but copy a bunch of the front pages. And there are ledger pages. So let's see. Report of fire claims. There were none for West Point, Mississippi. West Point? I guess that says Point. Stock claims. And what else do we have? Personal injuries. And personal injuries. Wow, there's a lot. These are from 1930. And one less personal injury. A lot of people were trespassing. And then you've got like the engineer, cinder in eye, brakeman, cinder in eye, fireman, first degree burn, autoist, someone in a car, their car was hit and the person was shaken up. Doesn't say anything else. Sand in the eye, foot slipped. So there's a variety of different things. Yep. Mostly employees. This is mostly employees. But personal injury claims, and these ledgers are pretty cool. So those are nice. I'm going to try to figure out how to scan those. So then they have just these, just documents after documents after documents. These ledgers. This is from the law department for the railroad company with the claims and lawsuits that were filed and paid out. And just wonderful things. Also, if you buy these papers, watch out for these pins. Super rusty. You know, they're very rusty and they're extremely sharp. So you might want to pick those out. I haven't done mine yet. But some of these have really old clasps, like this one, which is pretty cool. Really old clasp on that and on that. And on these, there is some kind of just cardboard behind them. This cardboard, maybe just to reinforce them in the file box. Because these papers, again, they're real thin. They're like vellum or onion paper. Very thin and kind of transparent. So anyway, these are really cool. They are like, they do smell. I want to make that really clear. Because if you're sensitive to odor and you get these, you will definitely have to air them out a while. Some people I know hang them up outside in the sun. And somebody told me, a friend of mine said, use activated charcoal packets. So that's what I'm going to try, putting them all in a box with like 20 activated charcoal packets and see if that helps. But yeah, they're on eBay. I do not remember the name of the seller, but you can search for railroad, antique railroad ephemera or railroadiana. You'll find it. There's only one person who has this stuff, and you get like somewhere from 300 to 500 sheets. And I think I got more than that, to be honest. So anyway, just wanted to share that. I took my other video down. I didn't like it. And so, yeah. If you have any questions about this stuff, just ask me in the comments. Thanks for watching.